Hello everyone. Hello. So this is Favor here, and I'm here to talk on a crucial topic today. So just want to just talk about the crucial topic today that's really important for you to know too. So let's get into it starting now. So yeah, this is hello everyone again. This is today's topic that we are going to be just going through today. And today's topic is going to be really very important today. So today we are going to be learning about, we're just going to be using flashcards on dark psychology using study page. Okay. And let me just go over why I'm doing this. In this video, I want to explore the meaning of psychology and what people call dark psychology. I've been reading books on human behavior, persuasion, and influence, and I wanted to just document what I'm learning while also separating this psychology from exaggerated internet myths. And also, disclaimer, this video is intended for educational, documentary, entertainment, and commentary purpose only. The discussion explores concepts related to psychology, persuasion, influence, and manipulation as presented in various books and psychological theories. The content does not promote unethical behavior, coercion, abuse, or harm towards others. Viewers' discretion and critical thinking are encouraged. Okay. Now that we have gone through that, so let's begin with the 20 flashcards. Let's go. Ready? And we begin starting now. So, first of all, you need to know what psychology is all about. So now let's open the flashcard and see what psychology is all about. So, psychology is the science that deals with the study of human behavior, including how people perceive, think, and react to various situations based on emotional, cognitive, and social elements. So now, how confident are you? Very confident. Very confident. So now let's go to dark psychology. What is dark psychology? Now, I know this is like very uncomfortable because like I'm even me myself, I'm even uncomfortable saying this out. But I just felt like who gives a shit? Who cares? It doesn't concern me. I'm still if I don't what if like I don't care. I just felt like just doing the video because I really wanted to just document what I'm learning, everything I'm doing. Not like everything, but mostly just talking about just documenting my learning period and everything. Even though and like sometimes it might be like it might not really stick, but I'm still learning, still improving, still evolving every single day. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. So now let's look at what dark psychology is all about. So dark psychology, what is it? It is the study of human condition concerning man's natural unconscious and emotional the predisposition to prey on subjugate or subjugate others for personal gain. That's the meaning of dark psychology. So now let's look at the next. How confident are you? Somewhat confident. So let's now look at the one study of human behavior. So now, what is the study of human behavior? Let's see. So, the core focus of general psychology, investigating the functioning of the mind and how individuals react to different environments. So, that is the study of human behavior. I would like to do more of these things in using what's called again, using other books. But for now, we're just gonna go into this step by step. So let's continue. So how confident are you? Let's say somewhat confident. Now, what is perception? You need to now know what perception is all about. What is perception? Let's go. So perception is a set of cognitive ability that allows us to acquire information from the outside and we elaborate it in our mind so it has meaning. So that's what perception is all about. And just so you know, the person that wrote this book he's called Williams Cooper. Yeah. So that was the man that actually wrote the book of that psychology that I will going to read. Yeah, I know I'm not going to say this, but I don't care. Let's just continue anyways. Whoever hates it, let's continue. Let's go. So how confident are you? Very confident, yeah. So now let's look at cognitive shortcuts. What is cognitive shortcuts? Let's go. So reasoning mechanism or reasoning shortcuts used by the brain to save cognitive energy and to make decisions as fast as possible with minimum effort. Well, for me, like what it says about reasoning mechanism or reasoning shortcut, they are different names but they have the same meaning. So it can be used by the brain to save cognitive energy, make decisions as fast as possible with minimum effort. That's actually interesting. So let's continue. How confident are you? How confident are you about this flashcard? Comment down on the video and tell me how confident are you. Are you not very confident? Are you somewhat confident? Or are you very confident? So comment down on the video and tell me how confident are you. It's really good to interact in this video, you know? Really nice. Let's go. Very confident. Now, emotional decision making. Let's now talk about emotional decision making. So, the principle that emotional decision making is the principle that human decision making is primarily based on emotion and assumptions rather than logic. It was, like I said before, it was what emotional decision making. And it says the principle that human decision making is primarily based on emotion and assumption rather than logic. Okay, I'm getting it. Let's continue. So, how confident are you now? How confident are you? For me, I am somewhat confident, just in the middle side. No way. So now we look at human cognition in dark psychology. Human cognition in dark psychology. So now let's see. The natural innate penchant within each individual to influence, prey on, or subjugate others. Well, I was really confused there. To be honest, I'm really confused. I'm getting confused now. It said the natural innate penchant within each individual to influence, prey on, and subjugate others. maybe I'm still not getting the ball, we're still learning. So let's continue. Now we look at persuasion. What is persuasion? This one is my favorite. Let's look. So persuasion is a symbolic process in which communication seeks to convince people to change their attitude or behaviors through the transmission of a message in an atmosphere of free will. Yeah, that's really nice. That's a great one. Because like you are when you are persuading someone, like it also says that whether you are whether you are talking to someone or not, uh you're actively either you said persuading the person, or you're actively changing the person's mind, whether verbally or non-verbal. So that's what it said. It talks about. So yeah, it's actually good. It's actually interesting. So now, how confident am I? Yeah, very confident. Then we look at manipulation. What is manipulation? So it is a type of social influence aimed at changing the perception of or behavior of others using linguistic traits, behavior schemes, and deception methods for personal gain. Which is why the reason why I'm reading this book is for defense, mostly to defend my own self, not to read for unethical things that will put me in trouble or stuff like that. So I mostly just ensure that I'm using it for defense, because like if you don't know it, you might just fall into the trap of a manipulator and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So how confident are you? Very confident. Now, cognitive bias. What is cognitive bias? Let's look at it and see. So it is like errors of logical, cognitive, and decisional types caused by the speed of decision making and reasoning capacity. Let me know what you think like what you think about cognitive bias, you guys. Because like it's not like I have heard before, but I'm just not new to this thing. I'm just like, okay, this is the meaning of it, and like, it's actually interesting. So let's continue. How confident are you? Well, somewhat confident. So now, universal emotion. This was interesting. Universal emotion. What is it about? So emotions such as surprise, disgust, anger, fear, contempt, sadness, and happiness that are expressed the same way across all cultures. Interesting. Universal emotion. It actually makes sense because, like, when you're angry, another person might be happy. When you're happy, another person might be sad. When you're sad, the other person might be disgusted, or the other person might be surprised. So it's just like universal. Okay? Universal emotion, like you said, that are expressed in the same way across all cultures. So it's just different emotions that are expressed in the same way across all cultures. Yeah, so let's continue. We know I forgot to say how confident are we, but anyways, we are very confident in this. So we look at limbic system. What is limbic system? So, limbic system is the part of the brain responsible for unconscious behavior and emotional response, such as pain and pleasure. Okay, so it's the part of the brain that is responsible for unconscious behavior and emotional response, such as what? Pain and pleasure. Okay, interesting. How confident are we? We are very confident. So now we look at the amygdala. Oh, I know this one. This one is part of the brain. Let me think. Okay, this is part of the brain that contains amygdala. It should. I know it's something about the brain. Okay, it's something about the brain. So let's see what it is. I knew it's about the brain. Something. Okay, let's see what it says. The area of the brain responsible for regulating how we perceive fear, nervousness, aggression, and aggression. Okay, I did get that one right. Because I know it was something part of the brain. So now I now know that it is the area of the brain that is responsible for regulating how we perceive fear, nervousness, and aggression. Okay? Yeah. So let's look at the next part. And how confident are we? Very confident. So now we look at the unconscious mind influence. The unconscious mind influence. What is it all about? Interesting. So it's like how behaviors are guided by automatic process and the limbic system rather than conscious logic. Processing that. Again, it is how behaviors are guided by automatic process and the limbic system rather than conscious logic. Interesting. Okay. Rather than conscious okay, I'm getting confused there. But let's still continue. So how confident are you? I am somewhat confident. So now we look at social elements in psychology. Now let's see which one. So the external elements alongside emotional and cognitive factors that influence how an individual perceive and react to situations. So it's just saying that the external elements alongside emotional and cognitive factors that influence how an individual perceive and react to situations. That's how far I can explain it. Well, it's actually really interesting in a way. And how confident are you in this? I am somewhat confident. So now we look at personality. Personality. What is personality? Let's see. So personality is a collection of patterns, thoughts, behavior, and feelings that remain relatively static and influence an individual interaction with their environment. Okay, that's actually true. That's actually true. It said a collection of patterns, thoughts, behavior, and feelings that remain relatively static and influence an individual interactions with their environment. It's pretty true. For me though, for you, you can just choose which one it is. So how confident are you in this one? I am somewhat confident because it's actually true. It's kind of like making me understand about that statement. So now let's look at the next one. Psychological principle of reciprocity. Okay. Let's go. The instinctive inclination to return. Oh, yeah. Reciprocity is the instinctive inclination to return a favor or gift received from another person. So, for me, from my own understanding, I know that reciprocity is when you give a gift to someone, that person that you gave that you want to now reciprocate that gift back to you. So let's say, for example, you wanted to give people a free product. Those people that want to reciprocate back to you, reciprocate that free product you gave them back to you by either commenting or liking the video, or maybe selling buying the products that you then shared or you then shared and then put next to the free product or something like that. So yeah, it's really interesting. That reciprocation is actually cool. So how confident are you? I am somewhat very confident. So we look at conditioned response. Ooh, conditioned response. What is it about? Let's see. Automatic reactions and activated because the brain has learned to anticipate what comes next based on specific stimuli. So as I was saying, so like what I said again, conditioned response is what an automatic reaction activated because the brain has learned to anticipate what comes next based on specific stimuli. If you have that experience, please be my guest. Okay, let's look at the next one. And how confident am I? Very confident. Anyways, let's look at the next one. Nature versus nurture debate. Oh, I've heard of this before. Let's see. So it says the discussion regarding whether personality traits like manipulations are inborn or result of upbringing and environmental factors. Okay. I guess it's just like a flashcard, so yeah, it's not going to tell us much about it. Okay, so how confident am I? Not very confident, but somewhat confident. So now we look at the last flashcard of today. Damn, that was wait, what am I stretching when we're not finished? Oh, sorry about that, guys. Okay, the last flashcard of today. Let's see what it talks about. Yay! Cognitive level of decision making. Let's see. So it said the theory that approximately 95% of human choices are made at an unconscious level. Alright, interesting. Alright, let's see. That's actually good. Today has actually been interesting because I was able to read this video. So let's see how confident are we. We are, let's say somewhat confident for now. And let's see. Ooh, somewhat confident. Session completed. That's nice. Continue learning. No way. Defense afforded 90 items reviewed. Mustard. Review 20. Okay. That is good. So yeah, that's actually nice. That's pretty nice. So with that said, I've been able to go through all all of the 20 flashcards of that psychology, and I'm grateful that I completed it, even though it was kind of uncomfortable because of the topic, but still I still did it. See? Anyways, I just hope I'm just hoping nothing bad happens. Anyways, I'm still grateful to God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Universal Intellect. Anyways, so yeah, thank you guys for staying to this video, and I enjoyed today's video with you, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Because me, I'm also sharing like creating value, so I also want to share the value of my discovery and documenting my learning about it, like just documenting my life and everything. So yeah, I hope this helped and also inspired you too to do the same. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video of my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and like, and click that like button. Don't forget to do that. So yeah, bye. I'll see you next video, girls and boys, and women and men. Bye. Oh my days. Come to come. Okay, bye.